Hey everyone, Caldari Jones here. In this clip, I want to talk through the angel spawn for the Dark Ikitursa. Honestly, there's nothing really noteworthy about angels for the Dark Ikitursa, but it's a enemy type that people commonly ask about, so I'm going to cover it here. This version of the fit is still the triple entropic sync version, so we're running a little bit less cap, and it's the large double small combo, so on the smart bombs that is. So the large is going to be doing most of the lifting. The main difference here is the small combo will be very effective against these normal angel frigates, but if these were elite Dramiels, they have a decent bit more tank, and that's where having the extra DPS from having a medium in there will go a long ways. This is a 50% weather, so we'll actually be taking more damage than a 70% room, but honestly what we're going to do here is we're going to get close to the biocache. The biocache is actually in range of the gate here, so I'm not going to go all the way. I'm just going to park. I'm going to let my smart bombs do the damage. I have one Ixion in the room, and because this is a 50%, I'm going to kill it with Mystic. I'm going to let the signables circle up around me, and then I will just work through these signables with Cult. What you saw me do on the start there is, if you don't remember, normal signables have significantly less tank than elite signables, so similar to how I'm dunking a priority Damavik, say in a Triglavian room, as I'm going in, these signables are fast and they're actually going to catch up to me, so I just started with a Mystic Ramp on that first signable, and really by the time this room actually gets set up around me, that first signable is already dead. Honestly, there's a few reasons why these angel spawns are not really noteworthy for the Ikitursa. We have, great armor buffer, so even if they get a string of lucky hits, it's not really going to make a huge difference. Their nuke pressure is not quite as strong as Knights. We have excellent nuke protection anyways, and good cap buffer. Remember, I'm normally running a PDS, so my cap would be even better than what you see here. And then last, if you look at the damage readout here, I'm actually firewalling rockets from these frigates, and I think a lot of times people focus on, I've got so many cruisers in the room, and that's where all the DPS is coming from. But especially in Dark, these frigates are still applying their full damage to you, so a massive frigate spawn can actually do more than these signables, or Damaviks might be able to do better than a bunch of Vedmax in the room. This clip is actually from earlier in my revisit to the Dark Ikitursa. I'm running the Officer Gun and Standard Frentics here. I actually believe with Officer Gun and Synth Frentics, these signables would be just outside of occult range, so I would actually have to move. Not a huge deal. We could definitely make it happen, but it gives a good example of where, honestly, I do believe the Veli's Faction Gun is the right play, even if cost was not a factor. You could see here that our single large plasma smart bomb was not really making a dent at all on these signables, so honestly, as soon as the frigs were gone, the right play is I immediately turn off smart bombs and I get these Vespas out, because the Vespas will do a decent bit of damage against these signables, similar to what they were doing against the Knights. I'm going to go ahead and move to the biocache here and loot. An angel room is a good example where you really don't want to get within smart bomb range of the gate, because there's usually a lot of webs in the room, and commonly enough scrams as well, so if you get caught within smart bomb range of the gate, you are going to have to slow boat your way out so you can actually start killing those frigs. And then one small optimization here, once I turn the smart bombs off, I should have looted and then been on the gate, because you can see here I could have probably saved 15 seconds for this room if I was just ready to leave.